Open Book Story, How I Became Rich. Movie Camera Part 1. Humble Beginnings. I was born into a simple family. We lived in a small apartment on the outskirts of the city. We didn't have new furniture, the latest phones, or fashionable clothes. In the evenings, I heard my parents arguing about money, whether to pay the utility bills or buy groceries first. When my friends went to the cinema or bought new sneakers, I pretended I wasn't interested. But deep down, I was torn apart by the desire to live differently. I dreamed that one day I would be able to buy anything I wanted and never have to look at price tags again. One day I told myself, either I change my life, or I'll remain poor forever. That thought became my inner engine. Movie Camera Part 2. First side jobs. To avoid asking my parents for money, I started working. At first, it was random jobs, helping a neighbor carry bags, handing out flyers at bus stops, unloading trucks at the market. I remember my first earnings, just a few dozen hryvnias. For someone else it might have been nothing, but I felt proud. That was my own money. But along with pride came the realization, at this pace, I would never reach my dream. I worked hard, but the money was only enough for little things. That's when I decided to look for other opportunities. Movie Camera Part 3. Discovering the Internet. One evening I stumbled upon a YouTube video where a guy my age explained how he made money online. He worked from home, had freedom, and his income was several times higher than what I earned after a week of heavy physical labor. A light bulb went off in my head, this was it. From that day on, I studied at night. I watched tutorials on video editing, learned design, and tried writing texts. I created a profile on freelancing platforms, but no one wanted to hire a newbie without experience. So I worked for free just to prove what I could do. After dozens of attempts, I finally got my first order and earned a few hundred hryvnias. It was a small amount, but I felt like the door had opened. Movie Camera Part 4. First failure. Inspired by my first success, I decided to create my own project. I invested all the money I had earned into a website and advertising. I dreamed it would take off immediately. But things went wrong. No one was interested. The money was gone. I sat in a dark room and felt like the world was mocking me. Maybe my parents are right? I thought. Maybe I should just find a stable job? But the next morning, I looked in the mirror and told myself, you didn't start this journey just to give up after your first failure. Movie Camera Part 5. The idea that changed everything. I began analyzing, why did my project fail? Then I realized I was trying to do what everyone else was already doing. I needed to find something unique. I read a lot, talked to people, and studied market needs. And then the idea came. It was risky, but I felt it was the one. I started creating content in a niche where I saw potential. At first, no one knew me, but gradually people. Movie Camera Part 6. First big money. I worked day and night. Sometimes I even forgot to eat or rest. But it paid off. One morning, I woke up, checked my account, and almost dropped my phone. The amount there was more than the monthly salary of most people in my city. I ran around the room, laughing, not believing my eyes. I realized my dream was becoming reality. Movie Camera Part 7. Resistance and criticism. But with success came criticism. Some friends laughed. This is temporary, don't dream too big. Relatives said, find a normal job, don't waste your time on nonsense. I doubted myself, but then I understood those weren't my dreams. People wanted me to live in a way that was convenient for them. But my life belongs to me. I decided I won't stop. Movie Camera Part 8. Expanding the business. Over time, my project started bringing in steady income. I realized I could invest. I bought better equipment, ordered advertising, and hired a few assistants. We became a team. Everyone worked towards results, and our project grew even faster. For the first time, I felt responsible not just for myself but also for other people. Movie Camera Part 9. Recognition and True Success. My business began generating income beyond anything I had ever dreamed of. I was able to buy new equipment, travel, and help my parents. People looked at me in amazement. "How did you do it?" I always answered, "I just didn't give up when everyone else would have." Movie Camera Part 10. A dream come true. Now I live the life I once only dreamed about. I can work whenever I want. I have financial freedom that I once didn't even dare to imagine. But the greatest wealth isn't money. It's experience, faith in myself, and the understanding that if you keep going to the end, you will definitely achieve your goal.